Hello, chat family. How are you doing? This is Marlene Saunders show where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Today, or early this morning, I completely forgot about yesterday's live. It was such a busy day that I said, you know what? I was going to wake up early and do this live and end this series. We've been talking this week about communication and communicating it effectively and respectfully is today's conversation. I doubt anybody is awake because it's very early, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that I ended this on a high note. Talking about communication and communicating respectfully and effectively. I think that's so essential. It's so essential and so important that we communicate to other people with respect. You know, we're adults. And as adults, we don't have to put up with other people's mess and garbage. And at the same time, other people don't have to put up with ours. And there's a lot of people that need an attitude adjustment, a major attitude adjustment. We don't have to put up with people's bad attitude, negativity, drama, and whatever. And that applies to social media. People come on social media with their immaturity and their drama, and we don't have to take it. As content creators, I can't tell you how many times we have been bullied as content creators. It's ridiculous. Oh, good morning, Sirius. How are you doing? I thought for sure nobody was going to come in. And I wanted to apologize to everybody. It completely slipped my mind to do this stream yesterday, but I didn't want to leave this as a conversation that was unsaid. So we're over here talking about communicating respectfully and effectively. We're all adults here, every single one of us. We're adults. We're not little kids. We're grown people, and being grown, we need to speak up and have conversations and tell people how we feel, but with respect. You don't have to be screaming at the top of your lungs. You don't have to cuss people out. You don't have to be rude, but be respectful. And the people, especially that you care about, don't run over them. Don't run over people and treat them like garbage. They don't deserve that. Your kids, your parents, your relatives, your friends, people that matter to you especially. But even in the workspace, a lot of people need to redefine respect and communication. It's so important that as adults, we speak up. You know, you look at people in their eye, you tell them how you feel, but at the same time, making sure that we respect each other, that there are boundaries in place. But good morning, Real Odds and Evens. How are you doing? It's so important that we have those boundaries in place and we do the things that we're supposed to do as adults. We're not little kids. We're not giving the silent treatment. We're doing all of the things that we need to do as mature, healed adults. We're not doing the, saying little underhanded remarks and giving the silent treatment. No, we're going to communicate. We'll tell people how we feel. Don't run from that part. But at the same time, we don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to make people feel like 2 cents. You don't have to throw in all kinds of little remarks that's negative. As adults, we have to do better than the past. You have to do better than maybe your parents did with you, or um, honestly, we have to do better than last week, last year. We have to tell people things, and a lot of people think that, oh, yeah, I communicated, and this is the way I talk, and I'm going to do what I want to do. No, we don't just do what we want to do. We should be respectful, respect other people, respect others' boundaries and their feelings and their opinions. And our opinions don't have to be another person's. We can have different opinions, and we can do so with respect. We can do so with kindness. It doesn't take anything from us to be kind. We're adults. We're not little kids. And I say that especially on social media. We're not little kids. We're grown women and men, allegedly, right? Because it makes me wonder about a lot of people. They claim to be a grown man or a grown woman, but they're not walking the walk. They're most definitely not talking the talk. You can tell when people are upset what they do. You know, they immediately go and blast people, talk about them, screaming at the top of their lungs. You could see their veins popping out, cussing people out. That really shows the type of women or men they are. If they're healed, if they're mature, and it also shows their intellectual capacity. You can always find out who people really are based on what they say when they're upset. I can always tell the extent of a person's vocabulary, because if you get upset and the first words coming out of your mouth is profanity, that shows me that your your knowledge base, your intellectual capacity is very low. Sirius says these people on here are miserable and pathetic. Mm. One thing I despise is when you're supporting wholeheartedly and it goes unnoticed, and they call you nonsensical and non-supportive. Well, you don't have to worry about that with me, Sirius, or anybody who rocks with me. I see the ones that support me. I see the ones that watch my videos. I can tell because we're not fools as content creators, and a lot of people don't know. If somebody has not watched your video less than a minute, it always goes straight to spam. And then they say, "Great video. That was awesome." And it's all their comments are always in spam. So it means that they didn't watch anything. They just put comments. But anyways, getting back to the conversation about communication, I want to say communicate to everyone, even the ones that may not like it. Still tell people what's going on and let them know how you feel right before you cut them off. You know, I am not going to stop communicating effectively. I'm not going to stop telling people what they're doing wrong. And at the same time, I'm going to do so with respect. Why do I talk to people with respect? Because I respect myself. I'm not a little kid. I am a grown woman. I was raised the right way to have values and to assert myself. Hurting yourself means being disrespectful, and it doesn't. Asserting yourself means knowing your worth, okay? And doing all of the things, right? Sirius says, Marlene, you are are most definitely excluded from express how you feel, about your support base. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Sirius says, real odds. I've seen it across the board. Yes, exactly. It's so important to do. So I just wanted to pop on live and to talk to you guys and to do all of the things that I promised to do. Um, I'm gonna read this comment by Real Odds and Evens. What do you do when you are good at communicating when it counts, but others simply don't want to listen to reason? Well, I always say that it doesn't matter if others are listening to you. You keep on telling people the truth. You keep on setting those boundaries, and then you allow yourself to not be around toxicity. You allow it. You're putting it out there. This is what I'm not going to take, and they know how to deal with you. And those toxic ones, they stay away from you. They're going to leave you alone. And that always makes me feel good because they can do what they want to do, but they already know how to deal with me. We train people, we teach people how to deal with us. And a lot of people don't know how to handle the truth. They don't know how to handle communication, and they don't want to. But you don't stop communicating. You don't stop doing the right thing. And I believe that that is the topic that I'm going to get into next week, about doing the right thing. So I will see you guys back on Monday. I really appreciate those that come through all the time on my videos. I really appreciate you guys. And I try my best to be a good communicator. But last night I was burnt out. So I apologize for not showing up yesterday. I am woman enough to admit when I make mistakes and I don't do what I promised to do. That's very important to me to communicate and to be real. Honesty is at the top of my list. So I'm trying my best to do all of those things. I give to others what I expect from other people. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you guys so much for your support. As always, keep on communicating effectively, set those boundaries, and enforce them, and do so respectfully. You don't have to be screaming at the top of your lungs. You don't have to cuss people out. You can just tell people what it is. And some people aren't going to like it. They're going to buck under the pressure, under the honesty. But you keep on doing the right thing. Do what you're supposed to do, okay? Sending you positivity, sending you healing vibes and peace on this Saturday morning. Maybe once a month I'll start doing some Saturday morning conversations, because it seems that you guys like the Saturday morning. So maybe we'll start doing, like, once or twice a month I'll do some Saturday morning conversations, probably like about 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your Saturday and weekend, and I will pop back in on Monday evening. This is the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Sirius says Saturdays are better for me. Okay, duly noted, guys. Duly noted. We'll be doing a a Saturday morning, and maybe I will do like a Saturday morning setup where we can have an open panel or something like that and get into a topic in conversation. So we'll set that up for next month. Okay, guys, this is the Marlene Saunders Show where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. Have a great day.